Hello and welcome back to another video. Again, it's just another sit down and chat type thing, nothing too serious. So in this video I kind of just want to go over, current goals and things that I would like to achieve, that are, I guess, quite simple, not over the top. In these times I don't think it's wise to set yourself things that aren't achievable, especially in Ireland at the minute when we only have 5 kilometers here and there. You can't be setting yourself travel goals and whatnot. So with this channel, my YouTube channel, if you're watching this on Instagram, you can go to my bio and click on the link in my bio. It'll bring you straight to my YouTube channel. Subscribe there if you'd like. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I actually want one of my goals now to hit 100 subscribers. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot of subscribers, in comparison to like crazy big channels and whatnot, but I don't think I've ever had 100 subscribers before. I used to have a YouTube channel a while back where I'd post vlogs like 2015 or something like that, and I think I had like 40 people or something like that, and I feel like I'm getting back to that point now. I think I'm at 78 as of making this video, 78 subscribers, and I just think that like if I hit that 100 mark, that's a good rotation of people actually wanting to see my content. Now, the numbers don't mean anything to me, but it's the fact that they do exist to hit, to achieve, and I'm looking for achievements these days. Something just to, give me a bit more reason to do the things that I love. So another thing that I'm really trying to do actively these days is I'm trying to learn new things. So like yesterday, for example, I did a yoga class with my friend, and that was like 30 minutes, and sometimes we do an hour, or sometimes we do like an hour and a half, and but yoga was never in my arsenal at all. I never considered yoga. I never thought that would be something I could do. I was kind of just a bit of a chunky dude who go to the gym, lift a lot of weights, and I would stretch, but I wouldn't do anything too sophisticated, just like touch my toes and back up, which was good. But I'm trying to actively do more things that the body will respond to, because I think lifting weights, as therapeutic as it used to be for me, it doesn't really appeal to me so much anymore, because it's not a real world. You can't translate that into real world things. Now sure, if you have to lift 200 something kilos off the ground, I used to be your guy, I could do it. But now, just to be able to function and not lose breath and go on long walks and take a nice run, or skipping, or just being able to be in my backyard and do some pull-ups, these are functional things that I can use throughout my day to balance myself. Now also, like, I've been trying to practice some skills like handstands, and yesterday actually, in making this video, before making this video, I finally got my handstand off the wall, and I held myself for a second, and in that second, that moment of balance where your core and everything is engaged, it just kind of made me feel so free that I had control over that movement, and I went back to work right after. Now my watch here, it buzzes when I need to get up and do something, which is both a hindrance and a help, but I've been using it now. When it buzzes, I will get up and I will do something skill-based. So either that's doing some plank holds, or wall handstands, or just stretching even. It takes me away from work and it puts me into something productive, so I can go back to work, have a little sip of coffee or water, and get myself back on track, because I felt like for a long time I was sitting just working, going down to eat, coming back up, going back to work. The reason I'm making this video is that you have to have some small goals that help you throughout your day. Now, for example, that could be on Fridays, doing your laundry or cleaning your room, always making your bed every morning, having the same breakfast every day, consistency. For example, when my watch buzzes, to get up, and if I'm tired from having done some skill-based exercise like handstands, I'll just stand up and have a drink of water, look around a little bit, maybe enjoy the sun when it's out and not raining and being crazy, and take a minute, balance myself, and get back to work. Now, after work, again, was something I would never struggle with before the lockdown or before the virus. I would always make sure that I went to the gym, probably 5 days a week, you know. But that, now looking back on that, I think that was not a good use of my time. But I actually think the opposite now. I think that exercise, as important as it is, and as important as it is to leave the house and to do things, it's also really important to make time for yourself. Now, time for yourself, I don't think anymore is necessarily burying yourself in the gym, going and expelling so much energy and coming home and eating and recovering. That is time for yourself, sure. To the definition it is, but it's not you time. After work, if I do get my exercise in, I keep it to a half an hour minimum. You know, I just make sure my heart rate was up, that I feel good, I have a wash, I get some food, and I just get into bed and watch some series. Or I'll play some video games. Or, you know, I've now ordered books, which I've never done in my whole life. I've walked in and bought a book, I think, once or twice in my whole life. But I've ordered books now, and that's something I'm really excited about, because I think that's proper you time. So for me to just sit in my own company and watch a series or soon read a book is something I've never just done for myself. So that's a big goal of mine in the next little while. A big goal, but also quite small and achievable. And it's now and not later. So a big thing that I haven't really done throughout this whole lockdown, throughout this whole year with the virus now, is I haven't really reconnected with too many people. I haven't picked up my phone. I've messaged a lot. Like, you know, you can sit here and mindlessly message and put hours into conversations, and like, that's fine. But talking to someone, Dundalk is scary sometimes. I think we try not to live, we being people, we try to actively not live in the good part of the past, and we often reflect on the bad when it's currently bad now. And what I mean by that is, I think when things are bad, we will go back and we will look at the good that happened negatively. What we don't have now is something that we long for in the past, and that's fine. You should absolutely use your past as positive, but I find a lot of people now, you know, they miss pubs or they miss restaurants or they just miss sitting in a coffee shop, and miss it and turn it negative, that we don't have it now. But doesn't mean it's not coming back, you know. Like, I remember I went go-karting with my good friend, and we used to go to this place in Cullen, or we do go to this place in Cullen, we will go to that place in Cullen, and we used to go kart for an hour, and then after we would go home and get ready and have some beers and stuff like that. And I remember we went to this other go-karting place in Newry, and it was inside, and you know, it was quite a rough track, but it was unbelievable. If anyone's been there, it's so fun. It's inside and it's fast, and you know, but hurt his back. And I know that, like, we were speaking about that recently, about how I missed even being able to complain about something that wasn't perfect, but it was still fun. Because that day I came second in the race, he came third. I think that's why he wasn't such a fan of it. But I think that's the positive way to be negative about the past, is that weren't we so lucky to have those things to look back on and be grumpy about, you know? Like, his back hurt and he came third, but it was still an amazing day out. And those days are so close again, so close. So I think if you are talking to friends now, just use these wonderful quiet moments to laugh and to love, and you know, bring up bad memories of, you know, drunken nights that we see as bad, but ultimately they were all amazing. And just one more thing I wanted to touch on was, take care of yourself. Your goals don't have to be huge. You don't have to achieve too much in a week, in a month. Your day is more important. Your now, this hour, this minute, is more important than what you have planned. I know I discuss with my housemates, and sometimes we just get a takeaway because we deserve it, or we'd order a bunch of stuff on ASOS because we deserve it. And I think in that moment when you click confirm, or your order arrives at the door, or someone just makes you a tea, those small moments where you are treated, or you treat someone, their goals, they're actually just goals. That's the definition of the word. To give and to be given to. It's way more important doing small self-care and helping others take care of themselves too. Doesn't take much. And I hope that's what we go back to now. When you treat yourself or you treat someone else, it doesn't take that much to make someone feel, or yourself, so much more important than you might think. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you for the support on the other video. If you've made it this far and you are watching on Instagram or Facebook, I really appreciate it if you clicked through this video, or on Facebook, or you went to the link in my bio on Instagram and subscribed to my channel. Help me hit that 100 subscriber mark, and I'll just keep doing this. I love this. I love just talking, and I hope you love listening. Until the next one, good luck.